Hello everyone, my name is Jade, and I'm currently being held against my will at the North York General Hospital Psychiatry Ward for the story that I'm about to tell you. First of all, I'd like to say that if you don't know what chemtrails are, you've probably had your head up your ass for the past couple of years and have never bothered to look up at the sky. For those of you who fit this description, I'd like to suggest you watch a movie on YouTube called Don't Talk About the Weather. Now that I've cleared all that up, I'm going to discuss with you an event that took place in my life. This event changed my life forever, and whether you like it or not, it will end up doing the same to yours. Around 2 months ago, I was sitting on my spot on the couch, overlooking my balcony on my laptop, when one of my friends from Croatia sent me a video on YouTube titled UFO Chemtrails, Fake Planes, Orb. I watched this video, and it was a close-up shot of a chemtrail spraying, and the plane didn't seem to really be there. You could see its outline, and it was semi-transparent, but then you could also notice red orbs inside of it, and it followed this fake plane is what it appeared to be for, I guess, a couple of minutes until the end of the video, when you saw an orb fly in and seemingly attach itself to this fake plane. I was really intrigued by all of this, and so I decided to go to YouTube and type in UFO chemtrails. After watching a few videos of the fake planes and such, and chemtrail planes coming really, really close to each other, which is completely illegal, I fell upon a video from Quebec of one of these fake planes spraying chemtrails, but there's something different about this video. They were slowing down the video frame by frame, basically, and you could see these orbs or lights or UFOs, however you want to describe them. It seemed to be they were attacking the chemtrails and zooming in front of the plane and attacking the plane. It looked like something was shooting at this plane, and it reminded me of videos that I've seen. This guy's been on CNN of night vision UFOs. This man takes a night vision camera, aims it at the sky, and captures what appear to be battles going on and just thousands of UFOs flying in every different direction, but really, really, really fast, like breakneck speeds. And a lot of them seem to be flying into one spot on the ground, like really, really fast and taking off. So it seemed they were landing somewhere and taking off from somewhere. So this reminded me of that. And I was watching these videos, and they're in broad daylight. So I figured, well, if they can catch these things on camera, maybe I could see these things with my own eyes. So while watching these videos, I decided to look at the sky because my balcony was right in front of me and the sun was just beginning to come up. And I watched the sky for a second, trying to imitate like I was taking the video this person was taking, and just all of a sudden something streaked by, and then another thing streaked by, and then just I could see hundreds of these lights flying in every which direction, and also some of them seemed to be landing, a lot of them seemed to be landing and taking off from a specific spot, same as the videos. So I was watching these things in shock for probably what was 2 hours, but felt like a couple of minutes, and I decided to go out onto my balcony because I was really amazed, and the sun was coming up, and I wanted to get a better look at these things and maybe talk to them or something. So after a while, I decided, well, I don't think that I'm going nuts. I'm really seeing these things. The reason that we can't normally see them is because they move so fast, and we're not trained how to see something that moves that fast. I'm going to teach you how to see these things on your own in a couple of moments after I'm done my story. So yeah, I was watching these things, and I decided that maybe they could hear me, since they were probably really intelligent UFOs. I wasn't sure what they were. And so I said, I don't know what's going on here, but this is all completely insane, and I'm freaking out, and you guys need to talk to me or something. Let me know what's going on. And as I said that, I noticed there was lots of dandelions flying around, but two particularly big dandelions flew up to me, and they were staying right by me, and they were really big, and they seemed to be glowing a little bit too. And so I said, well, what's going on here? I said, am I the first person to be able to see these things with his own eyes or something? And then the one orb on my left started dancing happily to tell me that, yes, this was the case. So at that point, I was even more amazed. I was thinking, I guess nothing's real. the dandelions or UFOs, and all the stuff is flying around in front of my very eyes. So the next thing that I noticed was, golden clouds coming over the horizon. If you see the view from my balcony, I have a panoramic view, and all of a sudden, after I'd asked this question, I noticed golden clouds come over the horizon from every direction, and they seemed to be coming towards me, like as if they were marching towards me. Eventually, they got to the point where they were pretty much all right on top of me, and I was looking up at them, and it seemed like I could see people up there, but they were moving in really slow motion. You know how in the Bible they say that one day in heaven is like a lifetime on earth? Well, these things seem to be moving in really slow motion, and they seem to be greeting me or something. And whereas the orbs that you can see observed flying around and attacking chemtrails look like really, really super fast-forwarded video. So I said, "You've got to be effing kidding me. Heaven's actually in the sky, or in the clouds," and the orbs started laughing at me. I guess they thought this was pretty funny. I was pretty much in shock at this point. So I stood there watching, looking inside of the clouds and watching these lights flying around, when I just decided to say, well, this is great and everything. Apparently I'm the first person to be able to see these things. What do you want me to do? Because I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with this information. And what I got out of that was a deep sense that told me humility and patience. Then I said, okay, this is great and everything, but I need some sign, some really obvious sign to let me know that I'm not just losing my mind here, because this is insane, and I've never seen anything like this before in my life. And right as I said that, this massive black bird that I'd never seen before, it looked like a cross between an eagle and a falcon, flew out across my balcony and flew into the air, and then it morphed into like a round UFO, and it was doing the typical UFO wobble thing, and then it shot up into the air super, super fast, and then it did some weird maneuvers, and then it shot right down into the ground really, really fast. So that was a sign if I'd ever seen one, and they had told me to be humble, and I had to work that day, so even though I had just had this life-changing experience where they told me that I was the first person to be able to see these things and so on, I decided I was going to be humble and go to work. On my way to work, I was in the subway when I heard a voice say St. John. My name is actually John. It says Jonathan Daniel. So I found this strange, to say the least, because my name is John, and I was thinking, well, I'm the first person to be able to see these things, because they'd be talking about John the Baptist, because he was a forerunner to Jesus. Like, he was there before Jesus, so I figured maybe that's the case. So I went about my day doing my work. When I got home, I decided to go on Google and Google St. John, and lo and behold, he does look a lot like me in a lot of the pictures. And reading up on him, we do have the same personalities, but the really particular thing that I noticed was that in almost all of the pictures, there is this huge black bird that looks like a cross between an eagle and a falcon. So that's the beginning of the story. There's a lot more that I'm going to have to talk to everybody about. I have taught a grand total of 22 people how to see what I can see, and I'm sure that many of you can come to your own conclusions about what this means for our planet, the future of our planet. So yeah, I'll just get to how to teach people how to see these things with their own eyes. You need to use the videos that are going to be posted in the description of this video. Watch them, study them, and try to imitate what you see in them in the sky. It's easy if you pick a point off in the horizon and watch that spot, and just watch for things to come zipping in and out of that spot that you're looking at really, really fast, because these things move super fast. So yeah, I just like to tell people that I don't expect you to believe me. I don't expect you to believe anything that I'm saying. I expect you to go out there and see these things with your own eyes, because seeing is believing after all. And lastly, I have a message. I have a message for the forces of evil. We have you surrounded. Surrender now. You are charlatans, and you will be defeated.